It is 2026, beloved, and I am the happiest I've ever been, because when the clock says midnight and it is 1 January of whatever year, the amount of plans that I make are just so astronomical. And that is what happened to my YouTube channel last year. I had so many plans, as one does on the 1st of Jan. I'm not sure if I'm the only one, but then, I have a job and that ruins everything every time. So I wasn't able to post, but this is me. I am back. If you don't know me, my name is Bongiwe, and I am so happy that you are here. I hope you will not regret it, because this literally is going to be probably the best video in this channel you're going to see, because this is everything that I made in 2025. I might have not been posting, but girl, have I been busy. And you will see, this is one of the outfits, and it is one that I am so proud of. It is one that was like one of my, I want to say, dreams, right? Was to, when I'm in my mid 30s, I actually told myself that I'm going to go on a cruise. And cruise did I go. This was one of the outfits that I actually made. I made this in a day, as per usual. And I literally had people screaming. I wore this on the last dinner, and boy, did we have a time. Guys, I promise you, you won't regret it. Anyway, let us get into the rest of the makes. Okay, first off, we start here. So I think this is the second outfit or recycle. Yeah, I think this is the second upcycle that I actually made last year. I can't remember when, but it's a second upcycle, not the second item that I made. This denim top, I'm actually going to post the video, because I realized that I quit YouTube when I was actually in the middle of editing a video of me upcycling this. So basically, I made this from, I think it was two jeans, brand new jeans that I thrifted. And I have to say that the one detail that makes me so proud about this top is the top stitching. Oh my gosh, I literally nearly died and broke so many needles of mine, but I really love just how clean and the type of detail that it actually brings to this. So yeah, this was the first one, and then this was another upcycle that I love with all my heart, and I'm going to insert a very fun video of me fitting it for TikTok. This is made out of shirts. I think it was 2 shirts, extra large shirts. So there's a guy who's actually selling brand new extra large cotton, 100% cotton, and that I am proud of. So this is yet another item that was upcycled last year. So far, I've basically have shown you 2 upcycles, and that makes me so proud. Okay, I am going to then try and get to the next outfit. I want to see what is easy here. So this will basically be, this you would have seen. This is my one and only video from 2025 that I have. And I upcycled, made this basically from a men's blazer. And I love everything about this dress, like literally, except for the fact that it is way too short. So I only wear it on days when I'm feeling brave, and I do not think it actually fits me anymore. So you would have seen how it fits on the video. I'm not going to fit it because it really does take time to get in, because it does not have stretch. So this is our second item. No, sorry, this is the third. Yeah, so this is the third item that I am showing you right now that I upcycle, and I love it. Let me check what else I can get. Ooh, 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 ooh. This dress, so let me put that there. Okay, so guys, this dress is, I want to call it my most prized possession, and that's because working with Bonbon Man, it is the smoothest. It feels like butter on your skin, firstly, and it has this stunning stretch that the movement in this thing, I can't. So you know what, let me actually fit it. I'm going to fit it off camera, of course, and show how it looks. OMG, look at that. Just look at that. How stunning is this? And it literally goes down to the floor. And I look like a goddess. Whoa. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get over this dress because it is really just that stunning. And look at the back. It also have a bit of a peephole. And I do think that I was going through a sort of stomach mid-region peephole era last year. You will see with the other dress that I made using the same material. I think when I see bonbon, it just says peephole. But yeah, this is a 10 over 10 because it can be casual and it can also be formal. And I love it. I think it's one of those that really just works. Okay, and then we're going to move on to the next dress. So this is also one of those that I feel, oh my gosh, what is this, guys? I'm sorry. Anyway, we are back. This is one of those that, how do I feel about this dress? I really love the print. And how I feel about it is they could have executed the print better, you know. I am actually just going to wear it on flip. Guys, oh my gosh. I literally just realized on the last clip that I did not plug in the mic. That's why the sound was different from the previous clips. And you can see on this one that I have a different hairstyle, so it was on a very different day. Struggled with sound again, but at least I'm wearing the dress, and I hope you get the idea. Okay? And shame, man, this phone has just showed me why I hate trying to film something because it just said storage full. This is another
What do you
disastrous
mean?
footage because I lost the other one. But I can explain. I am having a meltdown about storage, but I am not even zipped up because I was trying to jam in my onesie tight thingy into my pants and it was not happening. But this is such a cute outfit. See the pictures. Bye. This is the fourth upcycle that comes with a skirt. The skirt is very short, and also I can't find said skirt, so that's why we only have Mr.
All right, let's get
Jacket
back
here.
to talking about my
But
outfit,
this is
Nobody was
basically
talking
how
about
it
that.
looks.
which is why I'm trying to get that ball rolling. So how does it look? It's good, right?
I do think that it looks so stunning, guys. I really, really love it as a concept, I think, and not as something that I can wear in real life because where am I going looking like a sexy secretary? You know what I'm saying? And that's how I think it looks, to be honest. Oh, hi. So if I look different, guys, is because I am different. I just came back from work. I realized that my footage glitched last night. Anyway, this is another one that I love very much. So I actually made this on, okay, five. Ooh, guess who's back and with a new hairstyle? Hey, Jessica. I I have a one piece, guys. I just love one pieces. A jumpsuit is you literally just put in and go. You don't have to think about a top, what to match it with. So that works for me. I usually put this on this tight, what do they call tight onesie thing? Because it avoids bulging of the shirt. You know how shirts just misbehave because the material is stretchy, so it shows everything. So this is literally like four pieces, basically two front pieces, sort of cut in the middle so that it can shape me a bit, and then two back pieces. And you can see that this is how I get into. So you need to open this part up a bit, and then it has a button at the top. But yeah, I think this is one of those easy pieces to actually put on. Let's quickly put it on so that you can see what it looks like. This is one of the projects that I actually also started filming when I was cutting, but that's just as far as I went. Cutting, I guess it was then an emergency when I was sewing it, because that never happened. Just want to make sure that the mic, oh, because I've been having problems with sound also, guys, like it's a lot. Okay, please give me some grace. OMG, yeah, this job. And this is how it looks. You can imagine, yeah, with heels. But I think the one thing that I actually do want to do is I want to make this less wide leg, because this is like a scuba diving type of material. So it is very, very thick. But this is me every day at work. And I am going to be making more of these. So when I find something similar that is stretchy, but also I want it more flowy this time around, so I'm definitely going to have this. Let's move on to the next one. This is a dress that I actually made for a birthday photo shoot. So I had the photo shoot on my actual birthday, and I love the dress, but I don't know if I can say the photo shoot itself was actually successful, because of I had a balloon saga. I forgot that you have to put helium on balloons for them to actually float. So I ended up having like 2, 3 balloons or something like that. Others actually just kept on popping. And yeah, but I do think, let me just show you for amusement. Let me show you what it came out as. It's still cute, but it's not what I had in mind. And, you know, it just does help that the dress itself was everything, you know. It flew the way I wanted it to, and I made this in like I think 3 hours or so. So yeah, for a dress that was made in 3 hours, we got it, and we have the drama. And then came the season to have a ball. And I had to make myself a dress. I had a Bridgerton themed party, and I could not have been happier with how the dress looked. And of course, a lady had to have the biggest crown. Oh my gosh, this was so fun to make and to actually wear. OMG. So this I love. So I actually made this from, and I upcycled a curtain. It used to be a curtain that I thrifted. It was in such good condition. What I loved the most about it was basically the colors. So it is an orange. I'm not even sure if you can see. It is so dark. It's an orange that has like these lines that go horizontally. Actually like an orange, no, a yellowish goldish color, which I loved because I just felt like it just needed gold accessories, just screamed for that. As you can see, you can tell that I literally sewed the button-ons on the train on my way to go to the shoot. And that's why some of them actually did come out. Luckily, it was after the shoot. So I think I had 3. There's one missing here. I think I did have 3. But yeah, this worked for its purpose. It's absolutely well made, except for this one arm. So the thing about this one arm is that you can see that I actually struggle to put it on. Even after putting it on, you can see that it actually twists around. And again, this is compliments of the fact that I do sew things very, very last minute. So I twisted the lining way too much when I was now sewing the final part. So this is what I was trying to do. I was wanting to make sure that it's actually well made, even on the inside. It doesn't have any seams on the inside. It's like a typical blazer that basically has your lining and your main material facing each other, you know, creating that clean professional look. So as much as this was like a one-day job, but I literally made sure that it is a clean of a job as possible. And this is really a result of my, you know, I was in a hurry. I wanted to finish. but you can't actually tell in the picture, so that I'm happy with. And this is something that is an easy fix, so I am going to be fixing that. But how Chanel, guys? This outfit specifically was I made for when I was going to a summit in November. And guys, when I tell you this is me at work every day, this is how I want to dress, like literally in sets, because I am so lazy to actually decide what to wear. So, and I also love these sleeves. I've just grown to love. They're not bell bottoms sleeves. I'm not sure if that's what they call them, but they're actually opened. And I think it actually started with the fact that I do not like making buttonholes with a needle because I just feel like they're not that clean. So yeah, so because my machine that actually does buttonholes broke. So this is a 10 over 10 for me. I love it. This is the grand finale. This was the final dress of 2025 that I made. And if I say I'm in love, that will be an understatement because hello. Hello. This is a brooch. Actually, it's not part of the dress. It's a brooch from Shein. And it did ruin my dress because it turns out that what do you call it? The needle part of it on the brooch was actually not sharp enough. So it pierced this, but luckily it's actually on where it is covering. So we are grateful for that because I just think every time I wear this dress, it is going to be with a brooch. It can never be plain because I designed it to have the brooch. But yes, guys, 2025 was not so bad in terms of sewing. And I actually did the hair for you, okay, so that you can see the dress properly. I am so grateful, guys, that you actually watched up until this point. I am really, really hoping that this year will be a better year for me, posting videos. But if this video is anything to go by, it is very, very, very hard. So I think I just have to get used to hard things. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Love you. Bye.